Welcome to episode 141 of the Good Kraken Show. I'm your host, Devin Stanford, aka Brevin the Dude, and I am joined here today by my little screaming Polynesian, Mr. Prison Face, Ernell Pearson. What's up? Yeah. Taser face.
Oh god damn it. I was muted for a second there, but thankfully I caught myself. Yeah, I prison face, huh? Prison face. I need 3 tiers going all the way
You have
down.
a Buster Sword, dude. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, that's all the tier I need, right?
Yeah.
It's my sign that my problems keep coming back. They never go away. For like
It's
8
true.
games now, he's never gone away, dude. Sephiroth is here to stay.
That and you're acting like someone you're not.
Dun, dun, do, 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 do.
How you doing, though?
I'm doing all right, dude. It's hotter than I would like it to be, but we're thankfully getting a little bit cooler for a week, and that's supposed to hit like 92 again the end of next weekend, this upcoming weekend, which I'm not fucking excited for. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine. I've just come to terms with the fact that I'm going to be miserable for the next month. It's fine.
Man,
it's fine.
Being
it's okay.
miserable in the heat can't be me.
Being overweight in the heat is my issue, okay? Because like it'd be one thing if it was just hot and that's all I had to deal with, but also being hot and having thick juicy thighs is my problem. That's my problem right there. Is like I can't just be hot. I have to be hot and clammy and sweaty and chafing, and when I like poop and wipe my ass 8 times, it still feels like I have mud butt. That's my problem.
Man,
that's
should have got a bidet.
No, because then it wouldn't go. It would just feel worse. It would just feel fucking worse.
It's great. It's great, honestly.
Wiping my ass 8 times.
I'm
and still
also
feeling
joined here today by my beautiful little cherry blossom, Garrick B. Eaton. How you doing, man?
Well, I didn't have to wipe my ass 8 times today, so pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, same.
No, not 8
had to,
times today.
I just had to squirt
raw
it.
button it.
I just squirt it and then pat, and then it's good.
8 times each time is more so like it. Okay, that's my problem. It's not 8 times
so
total.
24 times today. 32.
Damn, he's just doing me
much,
dirty like that, man.
It's too much. There's too
Thinking
much.
about you're pooping like 5 times a day, man. It's 4.
What's it like giving yourself rug burns on your ass?
I hate you.
Wouldn't
I hate
be
you
me,
so much.
man. I use a bidet.
My toilet paper feels like clouds. Okay, get fucked.
Same. Get them Charmin ultra soft mega rolls.
Yep, that's the
ones
one.
you do,
That's
Yep.
the go-to.
Wipe away your bitch juice off your
Do
ass
you
cheeks.
do you ever? I have a question. Do you guys ever feel offended when you get invited to someone's house as a guest, and then you ask what bathroom to use, and they're like, "Go use that bathroom." You go in there, it's like 1-ply or 2-ply, and you're just like,
we talked about this.
If you invited me over to your house and you have 1-ply toilet paper, I'm not a guest. I'm a prisoner.
yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. When we talked about this before, is what kind of fucking friends do you have? Because like none of my friends have single ply ass fucking toilet paper, and they
Couldn't
certainly
be me,
wouldn't allow me to use single ply ass toilet paper. I don't know what kind of friends you have, my man, but
also, what kind of motherfucker do you have to be to buy a separate package of toilet paper that's specifically 1-ply for your guest bathroom?
Yeah.
Because people do that shit.
Yeah. And
Awful,
if you do that
awful
and you're
human
listening to
beings.
this, I want you to reconsider your thought process and what you do to your guests
you're
people
going
who
too
work at
fucking
their house.
easy on these guys. If you do that and you're listening to this, go fuck yourself. Okay,
Go
honestly,
fuck
yourself.
you. You're like the person who doesn't put your card away at the grocery store.
It's like $3 at Walmart to get a decent pack of toilet paper. Okay, it's not that goddamn
It's more expensive than that. It's more expensive.
It's not that goddamn. It's okay.
Yeah,
Fine,
it's like
$5.
$6.99.
My bad.
It's like $6.99.
Oh,
Yeah, for like a
fucking
6-pack, which is like enough. Like especially if you're just stocking one bathroom that's a guest
And if you
room.
have a bidet,
like,
all you need is a 6-pack.
exactly. That'll last you a while, good while.
It does. I've done the research. I've studied the science. A 6-pack of toilet paper will last me approximately almost 2 months with a bidet.
Oh yeah, brother. A wise man once said it takes 3 wipes to know that you only needed 2 wipes.
It's true. We're not talking about life though, because we're talking about the serious takeover. Waka 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 waka. Why party games rock and much, much more. Because this is the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to our Discord, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to help us keep pushing out content for all of you listening or watching at home. But you can also support us on our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken, ! And leaving a review there. Ernell.
What's happening, baby? What's happening?
I had you server muted because I knew what you were doing.
Fucking course. God damn it. Okay.
Fucking bitch.
That's fine. I'll take it.
So,
we got some captain's orders. Everybody, go watch Ernell's Pokemon Smash or Pass video on YouTube. Go watch it. He surprisingly says pass quite a bit, and this horny motherfucker, I expected him to say Smash a lot more, because like he fucking got horny over Predator, and he said pass to some of these Pokemon, but got horny over Predator. I was like, damn. Okay,
now look, I achieved my goal. I achieved what I wanted.
What'd you want?
Because look, you got to Vaporeon, and you smirked when you looked at it, and that was all. I had done what I set out to do. You will never not think about that every time you see that fucking Pokemon. I've ruined it for you. I've ruined it for you. And I feel really, really good about that. Really good about that.
Dude, it came up, and I was like, I want to say Smash for the sake of the joke, but maybe I shouldn't, because that'd be weird. Esco, I'm over here thinking Ernell has a sphere touching him because his sleeve is moving. Is it super hot for you guys? That's why my sleeve is moving, is because I have the fan jetting right on me right now, and that's
I literally have one. It's right underneath me, like it's directly on.
I have an AC blowing 60-degree air on me.
Exactly
right here. I have an AC blowing 60-degree air, and then I have a tower fan just oscillating on the other side of the room.
Save some cock for the rest of us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, we get it, you fuck, okay?
In cold air. That's you fucking cold bedrooms, that's what you do. Yeah, I know.
Ernell, what do we got up next?
Man, goddamn, that's a good question, Devin. We have the helm.
You did that quite fast. That's what she said.
What's poppin', dog? What's poppin'?
Yo, everybody, the Helm is where we gather some of the most important news stories that we've come across over this last weekend, and we share them with you. Garrick, can you take this first one?
Absolutely, positively. Xbox Series S to get performance boost. This is coming from Taylor Lyles at IGN. Microsoft recently released a new Xbox software development kit, which gives developers access to more memory. The change should help improve the performance when playing games on the Xbox Series S, as spotted by The Verge. The latest game development kit frees up hundreds of additional megabytes of memory for the Xbox Series S game developers. This gives developers more control over memory, which can improve graphics performance in memory-constrained conditions. Microsoft's game dev team noted that the June game development kit in the June game development kit video, while this should help provide a much-needed boost to the Xbox Series S, it will take time for developers to optimize games, and there's no promise games already out on the Series S will get a patch to optimize their overall performance. Either way, Microsoft freeing up more memory is a step in the right direction for the console. As Digital Foundry has pointed out, developers have reported the issue with the previous memory limitation of the Series S, which has made it harder to optimize games on that system. I think this is a huge win, a huge win on, because like honestly, we are seeing games that are hitting that 60 FPS mark like on the Series S, right? But it's like it's coming at a cost, almost always at a resolution like devalue.
Yeah.
Like we're getting a lot of games at like 900 or even sometimes 720p to be able to lock in that frame rate, and like in a stable environment. But hundreds of extra megabytes of memory might be able to get us a step in the right direction. Do you guys think that we will actually get a patch for Series S optimization on any previously released titles, or do you think this will just be something we see on only new games going forward?
I I think within the next few years, I think we see a new iteration of the Series S.
Oh, absolutely. This will be. I feel like this will
Hmm.
absolutely get like an upgrade like on the console package itself.
Hmm.
But do you guys think that like developers that have already released games like Dying Light 2 or Elden Ring that aren't necessarily like the best optimized on the Series S, do you think they might get a patch to increase that optimization in the future using the new dev kit, or do you
We
think
could.
everyone's just gonna kind of keep that as it is now?
I think we could only hope. I think we would definitely see optimization like from studios like under the Microsoft umbrella, like Bethesda and maybe Activision Games and all the other studios that they have. I think we would definitely see something from those games specifically, but when it comes to the third party developers, I think that's where it's going to be a lot more hit and miss.
Yeah. I
Fair.
think I think it's safe to say yeah. For some, I think it would more so be restricted to how far back we're talking. I mean, if we're talking like this year, I'd say almost guaranteed. If we're talking last year,
Yeah,
it's a
right.
big shot in
I'm
the
kind
dark,
of
right?
I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I had like
Yeah,
a similar thought because honestly, if anything, it's really going to come down to whether or not the studios feel like optimizing it for those consoles, like because it's going to take some development budget, right, to be able to optimize that game using the new dev kit. So that's going to cost them funds, and it's probably going to end up coming down to whether or not risking like the development on those optimizations if it will pay out monetarily by more sales on the console itself.
yeah, that's fair. I think it's really interesting to see that they're still trying to do that. I mean, it's like it's one of those things where at first I wouldn't have necessarily thought that we would get something like this for a future Xbox Series S. You know what I mean? Because it already kind of felt like the Series S was sort of the mini version of the X in the
Yeah,
sense
like the
that it
budget.
was, yeah, exactly, that was already kind of like what we would have expected as far as a re-release of the Xbox Series X, right? um but having this now, having two different separate entities to kind of sort of like play that field a little bit more, it's cool to think about. Like we might get a, in theory, Xbox Series X Pro and an Xbox Series S Pro. And it's like kind of cool to like think about that concept of like an Xbox Series S could potentially function very similar to what an Xbox Series X does right now. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. So it's cool. I think it's dope.
I think what would be cool with like a newer edition of the Series S is to have like a clear definitive 1440p 60 frames per second smooth, you know,
Right.
because like the definitive for the Series X is that 4K to 8K experience at 60 frames. That's what, at least that's what they advertise,
Right. Right.
Well, actually no, they advertise 4K 120. I would
Right.
like to see that the console reach, that potential as well. So maybe with them doing this with the Series S, maybe we can see something similar happening with the Series X in the near future too.
Oh, I'm sure they wouldn't do one without the other, right? It,
Yeah.
it, it would make sense that they would be doing both. I mean, it's kind of just weird, honestly, just to think about them making the Series X even better than it already is, because it's already kind of a really mean fucking console, dude. Like that
Oh
thing's
yeah, it's
fucking
a brick
filthy.
house.
Like
I mean,
it's
it even looks like a brick. Looks like a fucking cinder
you
block.
don't you don't you don't, you don't I mean, both actually kind of look like bricks, honestly. Like the S, yes, looks more like a brick, while the X I feel like looks more like
A cinder block.
a block. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
The S is like, a paver, it's flat, smaller. You lay them down on the ground. The X is like the foundation. It's like the cinder block because
Yeah.
of how powerful it is.
I wonder how long it took Bruce Willis to find all 5 Xbox Series X's for the Fifth Element.
Okay, that's a reach. Interesting.
I mean, it looks pretty close. It's not exact, but it looks pretty close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to take my shot. In the dark there. Devin, do you want to take the second story?
Nice rebuttal. PacMan live action movie in the works from Jane the Virgin actor. This is coming from Rebecca Rubin over at Variety. Justin Baldoni's production company, Wayfarer Studios, is backing a live-action film based on the popular arcade game, along with Bandai Namco Entertainment, the Japanese video game publisher that created Pac-Man, as well as Ace Combat, Galaga, and Tekken. The untitled Pac-Man movie is based on a story by Chuck Williams, who has experience with adapting video games for the big screen as a producer on Paramount's box office hit Sonic the Hedgehog. Baldoni, Manu Gargi, and Andrew Kaloff will produce on behalf of Wayfarer Studios. And Williams and Tim Kwok will produce through Lightbeam Entertainment. Kwok. Wayfarer Studios, which Baldoni founded with Steve Sorowitz, has backed the 2020 musical coming-of-age story Clouds with Sabrina Carpenter. Baldoni, best known for playing hunky hotel owner Raphael Solano in the long-running CW series Jane the Virgin, also directed the 2019 YA romantic drama 5 Feet Apart, starring Cole Sprouse.
Yeah, I mean, like some, it was weirdly enough, some people were here for this, but for the most part, people were like, "Why the fuck did we need this? We don't need this." Like
we don't. Didn't we already have Pixel?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. But what is this film gonna be about? Like, Pac-Man. I understand.
Waka Waka.
Like, I understand that. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's the problem. Like, there's no substance there. Like, sure, even like the cartoon, like they had like their cartoon, like where they had like their own little character backgrounds and stories. Like, unless you're basing it off that, which is still gonna be fucking whack. Like, it's just like, I don't understand who this film services. Like, who is this for? Like, who's the audience to this? Because Pac-Man. Honestly, Pac-Man themselves. Because everybody I know that was like really into I don't know anybody really into fucking Pac-Man, as a goddamn matter of fact. Can't say off the top of my head I know anybody that rants and raves about Pac-Man being in their top 10 greatest games of all time. Like, I get it. It was an arcade. It was an arcade game. It had its time. It literally, like, it did incredible things for gaming because it was one of those things that existed. But like, fuck, the Pac-Man is like the Beatles to me of gaming. Like, we get it. It's here. It was around. But, like, I don't have to fucking like it anymore. Like, it's old. Let's go on.
The Beatles.
Me too, dude.
I hate Beatles too.
God damn it. Fuck off, Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Fuck off, Beatles. Fuck off, Pac-Man.
Oh, man. Yeah. Nobody needs live action Pac-Man. I hate that we're going to see. The thing that bothers me the most about this film is just knowing that we have to go see it.
You know what bothers me more about this?
I didn't see Morbius.
Yeah, but
you didn't, but Ernell and I did.
Like, some of us care about good Kraken, okay? No,
Excuse me?
My least favorite part of this movie is that Chris Pratt's gonna be voicing Pac-Man. Bet.
If that comes to fruition, I'm gonna be real mad. Real quick, who the fuck is gonna voice Pac-Man anyways? Like,
Seth Rogen.
What the fuck? Dude, what is Pac-Man gonna look like? There's no way he's not gonna look like fucking Nightmare Fuel.
Imagine Seth Rogen just doing the waka waka sounds and just like waka waka.
This is like I'm imagining like
Ugly Sonic all over again.
John Cho in like a yellow outfit, and he's like running down the street with like a machete, going waka waka waka, and he's like
and
stabbing.
Sorry, is a ghost.
Yep, and he's just stabbing people in like bright red and blue clothing, and
that's interesting.
And then eating their corpses on the concrete. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, Pac-Man would make a cool horror film, like based off of like I don't know, but dude, this is gonna be.
What if it ends up being a horror film?
It might pique my interest a little bit more if that's the case. I don't think that's what it's gonna be, but
I hate this world that we exist in where like because we've had a couple of like pretty decent video game to movie adaptations that they just feel like they have to keep doing them just more and more.
I can name 5 video game franchises that would be better to adapt than this crap. Like just right now, like off the top of my fucking head, I can name like at least 5. Like there's so many cooler things. There's so many cool. I mean, we're getting that actually, but
who knows when though?
Yeah, I don't know when, but we are getting it. But like, there's so many. Like, there's so many cooler video game adaptations that you could do, like for live action, any fucking thing. Like Pac-Man, come on, bro. Like, where's my Legend of Zelda at? Why did Pac-Man have to come? Where's my Legend of Zelda at? Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
You know, you did just remind me, like, subconsciously that we're getting a Borderlands movie with Jack Black as Claptrap.
Perfection.
I actually think the cast of that film is going to be really good. That'll be a good video game adaptation.
I think the movie is actually going to be surprisingly good. I've got a good feeling about it. But the thing is though is that like we're only able to say that because we understand like the production quality that they've been like showcasing to us throughout the process of them doing production on it. Like most video game to movie adaptations, and I'm sorry, this might be a hot take or something because I don't think it is, have been more misses than hits. Right?
Oh,
and so it's like
100%.
Like mathematically speaking, it's been pretty fucking bad. Like their ratio is awful, right? Like if video game to movie adaptations were basketball players, they would have been fired from the NBA a long time ago. But like this is why it keeps happening. Because they keep taking video game franchises that have no business being live action. Why did we have a live action Monster Hunter? Can you guys believe that happened?
Dude.
Oh, it was so bad too. It was so bad.
I love Monster Hunter, but they fucked that. They literally didn't even they like hardly used the source material even. Yeah. Like at all. Dude, It was so infuriating. Like why? Why did she need to be a modern person? Why couldn't they have just been set in a monster hunting world? Like the bridge was we don't do these well. We don't do these well. Monster Hunter sucked. Most of the Resident Evil movies sucked. Like Pixel, pretty crap. Like, Sonic was real sketchy at fucking first. Doom is garbage. Like, Rampage is like passable. Like, dude, like they're Mortal Kombat Annihilation was dog shit. Tomb Raider, both of them sucked. Like,
no, the newest one. The newest one, which was like the
newest ones were pretty decent, but the Angelina Jolie ones, ass. Like, dude, it was just they're not good. Like, we don't like. Why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
Because they're just.
I think this last like decade though is when like they finally started figuring it out. You know what I mean?
But do you really think they figured it out enough to attempt Pac-Man?
No, not Pac-Man. Fuck Pac-Man. Fuck Pac-Man.
They obviously haven't figured it out as much as they
we're
need
getting. like the other stuff that we're getting. We also have a Fallout TV series that's going to be coming to Amazon that's been getting worked on and filmed. I'm actually pretty stoked about that.
We have an okay Uncharted movie that you hate because you don't know how to understand campiness.
I haven't even seen it yet, dude. Why would see the fact that Uncharted even has to be labeled as uncanny upsets me.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No, I really just hate Mark Wahlberg.
Like literally, that's the only reason.
And the casting and the casting. Oh, that's my biggest complaint. Man. I gave that movie a 5 out of 10 because of that. I thought the casting was atrocious.
Yes,
I don't like Tom Holland as Nathan Drake either.
I like
Tom Holland, but I don't like him. I don't even care about a young Nathan Drake.
Yeah, he wanted modern day characters from Uncharted when it was a prequel.
No, I wanted somebody who looked like they'd actually grow into a man and not be stuck in a 17-year-old body when they're 27.
If it was a fucking prequel, they had no business using scenes and footage from the video games.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take that. I'll take that. But you guys will also take our next story. Everything announced at EVO 2022. What in the hell just happened here? Oh my god.
Fuck Mark
Everything's closed.
Wahlberg. That's what happened.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Everything just went haywire for a second. There we go. Okay. I don't know why the fuck that happened. That was annoying. Sometimes when I move things around, it makes like all my screens minimize. Pretty fucking annoying.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
I know. Figure it out, bud. Figure it out. Anyways, EVO 2022 was over this past weekend, and they got some pretty fun stuff. Anyone that doesn't know this, EVO is the big fighting game tournament that they have every single year. And it is like the fighting game tournament of the world. People come in, they play the fuck out of fighting games. They win a bunch of cool prizes for being the dopest fighting game person on the planet for that specific game, and it continues on and on. But they also have some very, very cool announcements, including a new two new King of Fighters 15 characters, a dope fucking teaser for Tekken 8 rolled out, which is actually fucking hilarious because the gentleman who is the director for the Tekken games has a pretty notorious reputation for doing weird teaser announcements, where like this one, he came out and said, I would like to introduce this new project we're working on. And it's like the scene of like Jin Kazuya from Tekken 1 looking at the camera, and he's like, eh. And then it like slow faded into modern day Jin Kazuya with like a scar on his face and shit, and it said like "get ready" on the side next to him, and everyone freaked the fuck out. And then they looked down, and the director wasn't there. He was gone. That was it. That was his announcement. He was like, "That's good enough for me."
My homie was telling me, like, he was telling me he was watching it live when it happened. He was like, he just walked off stage, bro. He's like, that was the most Chad shit I've ever seen in my life. He's like, they just dropped Tekken 8 and he was gone.
Dude, he mic dropped without a mic. Like, yeah. It's fucking dope, dude. Like, how big does your dick have to be to do that, dude? I tell you. I tell you, man. Anyways, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax got a rollback netcode announcement, as well as Dragon Ball Fighter Z also getting a rollback netcode announcement. And what that means for you people at home that are a little illiterate like I am, I had to go and look this up here. Esco, early bedtime for me, guys. Have a good night. You too, Esco. We love you, okay? We love you. Sweet dreams. Rollback netcodes are a software update that they do where it allows your internet speed to function a little bit smoother. So you don't get quite as many frame drops, you don't get quite as many frame issues, resolution gets a little bit better when you're playing online against other people, things that you would want from a competitive fighting game. Things, you know, that they don't really do very often in games, especially after they've already been released. So those games are getting updates for those, and hang tight, you will get them soon. Then we got a little bit of a tease of Garo Mark of the Wolves, which is coming from the Fatal Fury franchise. Some people were real stoked about that, but it was only just a picture. Just a picture, just a still shot of like one character.
There hasn't been one of those games since like 97.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really
like,
long time.
Been a long time.
Really long time. People were pretty fucking stoked to see just one picture on the screen. It was pretty fucking impressive for that franchise. And then next we got another announcement for 2 more characters for Street Fighter 6, which was really, really cool. I'm actually really excited for Street Fighter 6, to be completely honest with you guys. I'm pretty excited about it. It's looking pretty dope. It's looking pretty fucking dope. Almost as dope as Guilty Gear Strive, which got a Season 2 announcement with a new character named Bridget. And after watching further gameplay of Guilty Gear Strive, mostly just like screenshots and like, clips of people like at the tournament, this game looks pretty fucking dope. The game looks pretty dope.
It's one of my favorite fighting franchise. I'm not a huge like fighting game guy, but I love Guilty Gear. It's really polished. The most Strive was kind of a disappointment. It had a really, really, really small roster at launch compared to previous titles. Mm-hmm. I think that's because they're gonna do like seasonal character rollouts, though.
Yeah, which is kind of a given at this point.
It's kind of the new formula, but it upset some people.
Of course, because people want to, like Mortal Kombat, they want to be able to just earn their way to the new characters just by playing the game, right? They don't really do that much anymore, but I guess we will have to see. Speaking of some fighting game stuff, Multiversus has seemingly passed 10 million players, boys. Jesus Lord. According Oh, sorry. Ryan Leston over at IGN says this. According to Tracker.gg via PC Gamer, the game has hit a colossal 10,268,259 active accounts across all platforms. Since it headed to open beta 3 weeks ago. While this isn't an official announcement, Tracker.gg ingests data directly from games, so it would seem to be accurate. We've contacted Warner Brothers for information. Multiverses has proved to be a surprise hit with an absolutely huge beta launch, seeing a vast number of players flocking to the quirky new fighting game. I get the feeling it's going to get even bigger too. Season 1 brings with it a new character, Morty from the hit animated show Rick and Morty. While Season 1 details have been coming in thick and fast, it looks as though Multiverses players will have a bit of a wait before they get their hands on their new playable character. The game's first season and official launch has been delayed with no official date announced. Man, we fucking knew this game was gonna blow up, boys. We fucking talked about it.
I actually just went hands-on with it, like for the first time today. Like did the tutorial, like did some matches with Devin. I believe that there's millions and millions of players at this point, because every time we finished a match, the next queue was fucking instantaneous. We literally left and just went straight into another match. I didn't even see a timer pop up. It literally was just like, next, choose your character. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're going again. Like, the only way I was able to get back to the lobby was by like actually leaving, because there was just so many games.
Yeah, dude, it's wild, man.
We won 8 games in a row, Garrick.
We did. It got a little sweaty, actually.
I just looked it up.
Normally, I kind of suck at like platform fighters, and I'm not very good. And so they're like a party game in my head, interestingly enough. And so like that's how I kind of saw it, because of Smash. And like I see Smash, even though it is I know it's like one of the most competitive fighters in the world, but like I see it as a party game because I'm dog shit at it. And so like I was really, really hesitant to try this game. But like it actually, it feels a lot like Smash Brothers, but the fact that it's on every single platform and free, like that's why it's going to be incredibly large. Because it has the same marketability that Smash does, with an essentially infinite roster of characters they can add. And it is available to literally every freaking gamer on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, that's not shocked. Like,
and it's cross-platform. Perfect.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, it's kind of an incredible feat, like, this game. Like, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's flabbergasting, honestly. Like when we played it last Friday, it was super smooth. Super fucking smooth, honestly. Like I think the only other time really we've had that smooth of an online multiplayer crossplay experience is probably when we played Dying Light 2.
Evil Dead. It would have been Evil Dead.
Oh yeah, Evil Dead. Yeah, not Dying Light 2. Evil Dead. Yeah. And so it's like it's fairly impressive for like what is technically an indie game. Technically. Like I don't think this is made by a AAA studio.
Not that I'm aware of. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah. My 1v1 MMR with Superman is 955 right now.
Here we fucking go. We're never gonna hear the goddamn end of
already.
This. We're never gonna hear the goddamn out of this. It's like fucking Splitgate all over again. I'm the top 5 in the country. Get fucked. You know what I mean? Get fucked.
Hey, that was fucking cool. I was in the top 0.0% of that.
And then when Superman gets fucking nerfed, he's gonna quit.
Oh no, I've been playing as Shaggy. I just started playing with Shaggy. I got 9 wins already with him.
They're both gonna get fucking nerfed, I bet. Shaggy, Superman, and Finn. All 3 of those fucking characters are gonna fucking nerfed up.
I'm about to unlock Bugs Bunny, and I'm gonna fuck shit up.
You know who really needs to get fucking nerfed is Tom and Jerry. Those fuckers are goddamn cracked as shit in this goddamn game. I got worked by a Tom and Jerry the other night. It was embarrassing. Oh,
dude, we got worked by a Velma and a Finn.
No, it was a Bugs Bunny and a fucking Iron Giant, dude.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah,
it was gross. Honestly, we worked the shit out of them the first match, but then they got real sweat afterwards. And they were like, oh, okay, like real sweat. They were like, okay, all right. And that was when we finally lost our streak.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be
Yeah.
playing with you guys for a little bit tonight. It'll be fun. I got
Yeah, you want to play? All right,
Of course, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's play some video games tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do some multiverses. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Devin, what do we got for the people next at home, my man?
Yo, we're about to go into our next segment, but before we move on to our next segment, I want to remind everybody that you can support us over on our Discord, where soon, you can get early access to this episode before it goes public. You can write into the show and you can get this episode ad-free. But if you're hearing this, you're probably not on our Discord, you're probably not sub. So you should do that. Go on our Discord and sub. But you should also hear a word from our sponsors.
This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back into the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make it happen for you. Glide mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, and waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get the next win. Is your battle rug just looking a little crusty? Is the mouse just not as smooth as it used to be? Or are you just looking to get rid of that ergonomic mousepad your grandma got you for Christmas? Well, then I think we have the mousepad for you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN, Kraken, for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepads today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for us content creators, and any of us here at GK can attest that sometimes you're just too damn tired to even think about how not to be tired anymore. Lucky for us, though, Rogue has figured out how to give us those late nights and even earlier mornings the supercharge we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve that in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators everywhere. Look, I love this stuff. I've got 2 tubs at home right now. Your boy is drinking on some caramel vanilla latte in the mornings and sipping on some mango pineapple throughout the day. And if you are wondering how you can get these 2 dope flavors, well, I'm gonna tell you. You can head over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off your purchase on any shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That is GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub of you'd like. And now, back to your regularly scheduled Good Kraken content.
Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out while you heard a word from our sponsors. I hope you went over to our Discord. I didn't see any subs. What's up, guys? What's up? Huh? Anyways, it's time to move into our next segment. All these hands are going on a deck. What are you doing? Oh my god! Oh my god! Turn it off! Anybody want to run production for Good Kraken?
Had to, he said.
He said he had to. Oh, who made you?
I'm also muted again, so people could hear me for a second.
Ernell, could you tell people what we got going on next?
Devin, we have Hands on Deck. You already said it. I'm not going to do it again. But Hands on Deck is where we talk a little bit about a game and or movie and or show that we have watched this past week since the last episode. We try to pitch it to you, and we try to pitch it to each other. We try to get you guys to watch or dislike some things that we suffered through so that you guys don't have to. Garrick, my man, take it away, my dude. What did you play or watch this week?
Excellent. I've actually been kind of content busy, but the game I would like to talk about this evening is one.
Whoops, sorry.
I really had to clear my. Oh my god!
I had to change it on my bad. I was trying to type something else.
You did that on purpose. Shut up.
What are you talking about?
You did that on purpose.
This little turtle mouth.
Anyways, so I got my hands on a copy of the new arena brawler, Gigabash.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm stoked to hear about this.
I don't know if you guys did you guys ever play a game called King of Monsters?
I sure fucking did.
Yes. And destroy all monsters.
Yes. And Destroy All... Oh, yeah, Destroy All Monsters. But King of Monsters specifically was one of the things that this reminds me of, like, immediately. But so this is an arena... this one might be a kind of a stretch. But there's another really, really popular arena brawler by Stunlock Studios called Battlerite, the studio that made V Rising. And those two games specifically is what this kind of clash together reminds me of. This is like a semi-top-down perspective... 4-player arena brawler kaiju hero beat 'em up, and this game is like a love letter to classic, like arcade style arena, like multiplayer video games, like Rampage and the like. And essentially, it's got like it's got a pretty small roster of it's only got 10 heroes. So in kaiju, it's got a really small roster. I don't know if they plan on adding more in the future, but. You can kind of look and immediately see like some of the parodies that they have to like various like kaijus and stuff. Rawa, the Dragon King, or the Extinction Dragon, that's Godzilla. Gigaman is like a fat, out of shape Ultraman. He's like retired, and he's got like a little beer belly. And then there's Goragong, which is he's like their King Kong sort of like guy essentially. Thundertross, he's a fucking Gundam, bro. Like he's a Megazord, you know. And like they have, it just goes on and on. Like they've got like an alien. They have like this. They have a fucking sentient building that they worked in. Like this gigantic plant monster. Despite having a really small roster of only 10 characters, each character actually has like its own distinct lore and like a really, really unique, flavorful play style. This game does like a lot on focusing on simple, like chaotic combat. You could you could pass a controller off to somebody in this game and just be like, just smash buttons, and like they would have like at least a decent time. But if you have taken the time to like delve into it a little bit further and like experiment with the controls, you can get like a more depth out of the combat than somebody that was just picking it up for the first time. So it's really nice because it's entry level for anybody who likes these kinds of games, but it's also got enough depth that if you really want to put some time into the game and like find a main character and actually like develop like a play style, you can absolutely do that. Each character has like their own set of unique skills, passives, and ultimate abilities, and basically, you know, the traditional format is like their 4v4 all free for all combat. You drop in 4 players into a completely destructible arena. Each arena has unique mechanics built into the arena themselves. One of them that comes to mind immediately is there's a city with a volcanic island in front, like a volcano in front of it, and the volcano will actually erupt and it will flood onto the map. And so the map essentially becomes more hazardous, and like the safe area shrinks and shrinks and shrinks as like the map progresses. Everything is fully destructible. You can grab and chuck buildings at players. You can grab players and throw them across the map, bounce them off walls, pummel the ever-loving shit out of them. This is at its heart. Like, you're gonna get the most fun out of this game. Couch co-op, 4 players with your friends, just duking it out. But the online team battles, duels, and the brawls there are all incredibly fun. That's what I've been mostly playing alongside the story mode to unlock the new players and like new like settings and locations in arenas. And the lore is actually just really fun because it is that love letter to those kaiju games. Like it's got like the kaiju lore is interesting and unique. Uh, it does like kind of pay tribute to like those games in almost to like its detriment in a way because it does have like a very retro feel in like the sense that like there's no voice acting. The dialogue follows that really cheesy sort of like you're clicking through this and not really reading it like sort of writing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the characters themselves outside of the kaiju, like the human characters, I don't give a shit about them. Like it's all about like give me the kaiju lore. That's really what this is about. This is like a 7.5 all day, but like at a $35 price point, I want more people to play this game. It is only available on PC and PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 right now. The developers were unfortunately not able to implement crossplay at launch, which is kind of a bummer. Like that, I always see that as like kind of a like taking an L into like as we're in the new console generation. But if I can ever get more people to play this with me on PlayStation, I will play it religiously just for a couple of rounds of fucking fun because the characters are just so interesting and interact with each other in such a fun way in combat that like it just gets outright fucking laughable at some point because you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And like that's really what like the game succeeds at. If you like the heroes and if you at all have like any love for like retro kaiju games or just any kaiju anything in general, like pick this game up. $35. It's any developer and like it deserves some love.
I think it looks fun. It looks fun as shit. It's bringing back those Rampage days for sure.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Like you're going into it like for the good times, not the long times.
I like that. I like that. Devin, you or me?
I'll go real quick. I got a couple little 0.5ers because they've actually already been talked about just a little bit. I finally beat Trek to Yomi the other day.
Okay.
Good game, good game. It's published by Devolver, of course, another Devolver indie darling.
Yep.
One thing I want to highlight on this game again is their choice of cinematic angles for their storytelling experience and the way that you move about the world. It really sets the tone and gives it a really cool vibe. I know I was streaming it to Garrick a lot to like show him what that was like and stuff. And the way they'll just have the camera like kind of just be dead there, like kind of like old PS1 games, when you're like moving about and the camera's still, but your character moves across. They kind of do that, and it's a blend of that with some side scrolling and stuff like that too.
Okay.
But I wanted to highlight that the game actually does get hard at the end, and it is very dependent on blocking and parrying. So if you play this, learn how to parry because I didn't do it at all until I got to the end, and I was like, oh, I'm dying a lot now.
Yeah.
Because it'll do this thing where it'll have you just fight like one or two people at the same time, and like it'll have other enemies come in. When you get to the end, there'll be like 8 on both sides of you, and that you can only go left or right. So you really have to know how to, dodge, duck, dip, and dive.
5Ds, love the 5Ds. Yeah.
But yeah, very good game. Has a good classic like samurai revenge story. Very reminiscent of like Kurosawa films, and has that aesthetic style to it. And it has a pretty decent closure right at the end of the game. It's not like a big expansive story, but it's a good snack. It's a good snack. It's got 7 chapters to it. I give it a good 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of been the general consensus. Is about 6 or 7. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the other 0.5?
I watched Prey.
Yeah.
That movie's fantastic.
Yeah,
yeah,
it fucking
dude,
is.
so
Yeah, it
good.
is, dude. God damn, it's good. Talk about it, baby. Let's do it.
First of all, I don't understand how people are hating on this movie. Like, I've
Who's
seen
hating
people
on this
giving it,
fucking
like
movie?
5s or 6. I've seen some people on Facebook, and I'm just like, how are
guys
you
in
hating
trucker
on?
hats and sunglasses.
No, that's the thing. No, and I was surprised when I saw it. They're like the story didn't really have any depth or anything. I was like, what do you mean? The story had plenty of depth. It's a coming to age story.
Yeah.
It's a proving story. You
Yeah.
know, and
No
it has
depth.
lots of depth.
The
It has
entire
lots of
beat.
depth.
More depth than every other fucking Predator movie. It's a fucking
Yeah.
Predator movie.
The entire
you know what's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
it is a like. Look, you can flash it up and present it however you want, but like a Predator movie is a Predator movie. Like the skeleton will always be the same.
This one's the B plot in this movie is so deep it almost bleeds into the C plot. Like it's almost two different plots
dude.
at the same time. Like Jesus Christ, what the fuck are they talking about? Like
Yeah, I thought the movie was fantastic.
yeah,
I thought the last 40 minutes of that movie was just keep going, keep going.
Yep.
And there's some scenes in that movie that is probably some of the best action set pieces that we've gotten all year.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I've watched The Gray Man, I've seen the Marvel movies, all that shit. This movie gets it. It is certified fresh with a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yep.
So
Well worthy of it
Yep.
because this
Yep.
movie
Yeah, it
fucking
was
bombs,
like-
man.
As far as like CGI goes and like cinematography goes, it is the best looking Predator film.
Period.
Because like it decided to go with like a little bit it tried to go like a little bit more of an artsy approach. It went away with like there's like this thing that happens in Predator movies where like you get a lot of stagnant camera angles. Like it just happens. Like everything's really like it'll be like real strong front or real strong like side on. And like they did a lot of really fun angles in this film and just presented it in like a way different way than we've gotten another Predator like movie. Not to mention the climax between Naru and like the Predator at the end. Like that shit was tight.
yeah,
Like that was like a real fight. Like like everything felt like it had stakes and like the plot was like really like good for a Predator movie. Like I'm glad you liked it. Like it was great.
Not only that, but the camp scene that happens before that with Naru.
Oh
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
After the
Fucking
dead forest scene.
Dope, dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
Dope. Yeah.
That part, yes, chef's kiss. So good, so good. I give this movie like an 8.5. This is a hard 8.5 for me. I loved it though.
Yeah.
I loved it. Very fun. Everybody should watch this. I'm surprised it came to Hulu. Honestly, with it being 20th Century Fox, I think Disney was still uneasy about putting rated R stuff on Disney Plus at the time still, so that's probably why they did the Hulu thing. But now we got fucking Deadpool and Logan and shit. And Logan is arguably more gory than even Prey was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Would you guys have seen Prey in theaters?
Yeah, absolutely.
I fucking would have, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that shit would have looked great on the big screen, dude. I wonder why they didn't.
It was probably a lot of things.
I think they started marketing it really, really late.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They only had the movie finished a few months before the movie came out.
I mean, the budget for the movie was actually surprisingly not a lot. It was not a very big budget movie. Because of such, they probably didn't have the funds to maybe distribute it the way that they would have wanted to distribute it because of such, which is, I mean, and turns out it's in their favor because I'm sure this movie's made a good amount of money since then, just strictly off ad revenue and stuff. Like, it's probably the best move they could have made, honestly. And now, because of such, we might get more Predators from the same production team. If that's the case, I need me... Because here's the deal, right? The big conversation happening now around Prey and the Predator franchise is
more period pieces.
What other periods and settings can we just drop Predator in and have a masterpiece come of it, right? Hear me out. We need Japan, samurai era Japan. Okay, Predator dropping in. All right, with one, what's his goddamn name? Hold on, let me see.
I saw this recommendation that you're about to say earlier.
Yeah,
with the Hanzo.
Yes, Hanzo.
Yeah.
And it is. I saw it and I was like, "Fucking, I am riding that wave so goddamn hard."
He's a Ronin, and he's going after the Predator to revenge his master.
Hiroyuki Sanada. There we go.
Yeah.
Hiro Sanada. Yes, that's what we need. That's what we fucking need. And then we also need Predator in Victorian England. We need Predator in Tribe
It's
Africa.
a bit ugly, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm here for that. Predator versus Vikings would be great too. I think we need all of it. We need all of it at this point.
Yeah.
Dude, Predator in like Egyptian times.
I like
that'd
that.
be a good one.
I like that.
That'd be a really good one.
That'd be very, very good one.
Yeah.
Or Predator versus Aztecs. That would be dope.
Yeah. Predator versus
Spartan.
Ooh.
Okay.
Predator versus Spartan 117.
Sure. We'll make that crossover.
I like it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Honestly, it would work. It would work.
They could probably get away with it somehow, I'm sure.
That would be a good crossover.
So for the past week, I don't really have anything new, so to speak, to bring to the table, because I have finally decided to get my ass up and taken care of and started catching up on one Better Call Saul, which I have been meaning to start catching up on for a very, very long time, because I fucking loved Breaking Bad so goddamn much. And I remember watching the first little, like, 20 minutes of the first episode of the show, and for whatever reason, just, like, never continued on from there for, like, whatever goddamn reason, because now I am balls deep, like, halfway through season 3 in the past, like, 3 days. Watching like a season a day, basically, and I am like so goddamn happy about this fucking show, man. Like, I almost like it more than Breaking Bad.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because so does everybody else, honestly. Like, don't feel bad about that.
I'm teetering this line because, like, this show feels more like watching Grand Theft Auto than Breaking Benjamin. Or Breaking Benjamin. More than Breaking Bad did. And Breaking Bad was intending to be more GTA than it, had any right to be, right? And so, like, now, like, it just feels like all the relationships and, like, the falling outs with, like, Jimmy McGill and, like, all the things happening around him. I'm so, like, invested in all these fucking stupid characters. And every time a new cameo pops up from, like, Breaking Bad, I'm just like, yes! Fucking yes! Because I just got to the part with Gus Fring showing up. And I am like...
I haven't watched the show.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I think I've watched the first season. That's it.
Did you finish Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the show. Watch the show. I mean, they're still airing new episodes, dude. It is a thing. It is a goddamn thing.
Did you guys watch the Breaking Bad movie?
Oh, yeah, El Camino? Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
I haven't, but it's because I haven't finished Breaking Bad yet.
It's good. It's worth it. And I don't know if you've been seeing the rumors that Breaking Bad might be coming back.
Yeah, because they had... So in Breaking Bad, they have an episode called Better Call Saul, where they basically are introduced to Jimmy McGill. And in Better Call Saul, there's an episode called Breaking Bad, which is basically the same day that they met each other, but from a different perspective, basically. And they brought back Jesse and Heisenberg.
Yeah, I saw the on-set photos.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking cool for them to do those, like, cool crossovers. They brought them back for an episode. But now the word is like, holy shit, are they bringing them back just to give the show some love? Or are they bringing them back because people obviously want more Breaking Bad, right? And, I mean, like, they just erected that statue of Heisenberg and Walter White and Jesse in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Like how fucking dope is that? I feel like it's kind of a sign, man. And then there was an announcement a couple weeks back that they're taking Breaking Bad off of Netflix in 2025. And either they're doing that because there's some other contractual agreement there, or it's because they have Breaking Badder coming out soon.
Breaking Batter.
Breaking Baddest. Breaking Ben.
Jamin.
You know what I mean? Like that's what they want. Anyways, I like the show. I fucking love the show. I'm probably gonna be finished with it in the next couple of days. I've just been burning through episodes every time that I fucking have a chance to. Breaking Baddies. You're right, Banjo. But I'm
Breaking Badusi.
Hold on, Garrick. Have you haven't watched the show? Please tell me you haven't fucking watched the show.
Better Call Saul?
Yes.
I've seen a little bit of it.
God fucking damn, you haven't finished Breaking Bad. God fucking.
Let's say I want to finish Breaking Bad before.
God, you better fucking finish Breaking Bad before you watch Better Call Saul. God damn it. Because here's the deal. There's some shit that happens in Better Call Saul that won't hit unless you've watched Breaking Bad. So
yeah, that's what I've been told. Like, you can watch it without having watched Breaking Bad, but you will appreciate it that much more if you've already seen it.
Yeah, because there's some shit that was like works parallel to the timeline of Breaking Bad that like now makes more sense because you watched Breaking Bad prior, right? And so like things that happen with some of the characters that are in both shows, and like it's been cool to see it unfold the way that it has. I really like when they first announced it, I was really kind of like, why? Like I don't really need a story about Saul Goodman. Like I didn't really need that.
Until you do.
Until you fucking do. Until you're in like episode 6 of season 1 and you're like, fuck, he's a mess. I need it. I need more of it. Like
dude, Bob Odenkirk just has like, dude, he's so good. Like, he's just so good.
He's got the weirdest kind of charisma, man. The weirdest.
He does.
Like, that's why I watched Nobody fucking 80 times already. Because, like, I can't get enough of him.
The other day.
Oh,
that movie is fantastic.
I love it.
I can't.
If you guys haven't watched Nobody, please watch Nobody, chat.
Please do. Please
so
do.
Good.
Goddamn, please do. Yeah, especially if you're a John Wick fan, because it hits in some ways better than John Wick.
It's written by the original writers from John Wick. So.
Yeah. And they were like, "Hey, let's give you some more John Wick," except this time it's John Dick. I don't know.
Bit of a reach. Bit of a reach.
I know. I'm sorry. Devin, what do we got next for the people?
Yo, everybody, protect your shoulders. Dust them off. It's the gallows. My shoulder's still sore, guy. Actually, I'm gonna take some ibuprofen on stream real quick. Why don't you tell them what we got going on?
Devin, tonight for the gallows, we are talking why you should play party games. And there's a lot of reasons why you should play party games. But tonight, we're going to be having an open forum discussion with you guys on why party games are great, what kind of party games you should play, what kind of party games we can maybe even expect in the future. All the things party games that you guys need to know out at home. Starting with Garrick, let's swing over to you. Let's start this off, baby boy. Why should people play party games?
Because they're fucking fun, dude. I don't know. It just bums me out. Like, I don't understand why people like. There's like I feel like there's a stigma around party games where like adults don't really play them, and it bums me out, bro. Like, it's just a board game with it's the same concept. Like, there are board games for adults. There are party games, like party video games for adults, and like they unlock your inner childhood a little bit, you know. Like, that's like they're just good fun. Like, I'm literally like playing a freaking kaiju beat 'em up. I'm 30 years old, man. Like, and like I'm laughing at that, like the fact that like one of the characters is just a cartoony fat version of Ultraman. Like, it's fucking
too.
hilarious
in
to
the
me.
Trailer, it got me.
Like, I fucking love that shit. You can it's just goofy. Like, you let yourself get like immersed in like just the fun of it all. And like, I just enjoy the camaraderie and like togetherness that like party games create, especially because like I feel like that is like always some of my most fun moments in gaming happen when I am with like a group of friends, whether we're playing like an online party game like Fall Guys or like Human Fall Flat or the freaking, what was that goddamn game we played with the fucking bananas and the bank robbery bullshit?
Oh, yeah, dude, I forgot about that game. It was so much fun.
That was so, like, I'm spacing the fucking name like right at this moment. If somebody wants to go pull that up real quick.
I'll find out.
Just because I feel bad not naming it. But like, dude, like so many really, really, really fun moments happen when like your friends get together and like
Rubber
you are
bandits.
just yes, rubber bandits. Like, oh my god, like that shit was just so much fun. Like Mario Party, like just like Mario Party was just so much fun. Like being able to just being able to like appropriately screw over your friends. Like this is the only time you can ever do that, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's like it's party games. Like so like there's like this sense of like friendly hostility that like I kind of really love. Like when you play like shit like Mario Kart and like people are like out to end friendships when they play that game.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they fucking
Right?
are.
And so like there's just like I just really enjoy the sense of like togetherness that party game. That's probably like my favorite thing about it. Is like just the camaraderie and the memories that almost always get created every time like you get like 4 people together and there's a controller in their hands. Like it's just such good fun.
Dude, I think some of my favorite video game memories have come from Fall Guys, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Fall Guys has had so many good experiences for me since it came out. Because it just like reminds me of my days of playing like Mario Party with my siblings. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, dude.
So good. So goddamn good. What about you, Devin? What were your party games growing up?
Oh gosh, Super Smash Brothers. If that's any indication, Garrick.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. Those were probably the 2 primary like party games I played. Going back to Gigabash, back on the PS2, me and my brother with our friends, we'd play Destroy All Monsters all the time. That game, we unlocked everything, played the hell out of that game. What's up, Reed? Welcome in.
What's happening, Reed? Oh, Reed says hydrate.
Oh, all right, hydrate.
Ah! That's I need drink sound.
Oh man. Oh, big yikes. But do you guys remember that game 13 on PS2?
Oh, like XIII. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. We would play. We had the little 4-port adapter for the PS2, and we would play that split screen all the time.
Hell yeah,
at our house. We did like a lot of like MX versus ATV. You remember that game? Did a lot of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I used to do a lot of Soul Calibur, but all my friends stopped playing with me.
Probably because you main Nightmare.
No.
I sorry, you main Maxi. My bad.
No. I was a Keelik guy.
Fuck off. That's the third worst.
Yeah.
No, I main Nightmare.
Yeah. and my second main, Valdo.
I hate you. Any Valdo main is fucking disgusting. If you're a Valdo main,
you have to know how to use Valdo though.
God
you have to
damn.
know how to use him because he's so weird with his movements and his combos.
Fucking gross. If you main Valdo, if you main Valdo, you eat like moldy bread for breakfast. That's what I think.
It was the best Cervantes counter though. Fuck people who play as Cervantes.
Big time Cervantes, man.
Yeah, that's why I started playing as Valdo, is because there was this one guy who'd always play as Cervantes and he'd kick my ass. He was like my friend's brother, old friend, not really friends anymore.
Sure.
But he would kick my ass all the time as Cervantes. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I couldn't kick Cervantes' ass with Keelik unless I did cheap moves, which I hated being that guy. So I was like, what other character can I get good at? And I was like, I'm going to be Valdo and somersault all around and, flail like a fucking idiot,
Real ones, real hot ones, if you're actually sexy, you main Ivy. Ivy is fucking hard as shit to use. Yeah. She's hard as shit to fucking... I tried, man. I really did.
Cassandra was fun to use, too. She was good.
She's a fucking brick wall, man. God damn. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, like, party games have, like, obviously some pretty historic moments for us. I mean, like, I remember a lot of times, like, getting really stoked about, like, Pokemon, Coliseum way back in the fucking day when they
Pokemon
first
introduced
Stadium. My bad, not Coliseum. Yeah, Stadium was fucking
Coliseum was tight, but not a party game.
Right. Yeah. Time Splitters, specifically Time Splitters 2. That game was like one of my favorite ones to play with my friends back in the day, because just like with that, like, you could set up the 4-controller dock on it and just like have all 3 of your fucking friends with you, just like dipshitting the entire time. You get to play as a monkey with a laser gun, dude. It's fucking dope, dude. I'm telling you. Tony Hawk. The Tony Hawk games are fucking good for party stuff, man.
Dude, Tony Hawk was tight.
Like, if there was any good way to, like, come up with good, like, memories with your friends when it came to video games, party games were it, dude. Like, I mean, like, there's something that you would get out of party games that you wouldn't get from just, like, LAN sharing Halo. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it was still fun.
Wait, roll that back, because I was going to bring up Halo 3 LAN parties, because that was big party game energy, especially with all the Forge maps and like Duck Hunt and like Trash Compactor and all that stuff, because they were all just like fun little mini games within Halo.
Sure.
Like, and I have some of my best moments. There would be like 12 to 16 of us at one person's house with TVs set up everywhere, and we would be playing that.
The only reason I say not quite the same is because it wasn't built to be a party game, right? And that's the only reason I say it like otherwise, right? Because when we start talking about like multiplayer shooters, that's like a whole arena of its own, whole fucking bulk. Because I mean, like we could talk all day about fucking Warzone. Like technically, that can be considered a party game if you think about it.
I consider more so party games in the sense of like something that you could be in the physical presence of people and play that game together and have fun.
I mean, back then you could do that with any game, though. People were doing a World of Warcraft. That's not a party game.
Yeah, but like you're not sharing a console when you play World of Warcraft.
You are sharing a console when you play Halo.
Fair. I'll take that.
Like the split, like specifically like the split screen experience.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
couch
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like I would consider that party, but really like what we need to talk about is Mario Kart, man. Like that is like a definitive party game experience. I mean, there's a whole drinking game around it and everything.
I mean, we can probably go as far as just say that Nintendo's kind of got party games figured the fuck out, right? I mean, like Mario Party, Mario Kart, like even there's some Switch games like fucking Splatoon that you wouldn't think would be party games, but they definitely fucking are. Like Nintendo's had it fucking figured out for a while.
Switch Sports.
Switch Sports. GoldenEye. Pancho brings up GoldenEye, dude. Reed, in a similar vein, dude, more arcades need to exist. I know of 2 in my city of 2.3 million. Going there with your friends is fun as fuck. Yeah, I mean, like, the tough part is that, like, because we sort of cross this generation of, like, our age was kind of the last one to really have, like, a majority of the generation appreciate old school gaming. Like, you don't like really quite see like a lot of like people in our younger generations like be super into it. I mean, like that's why we have places like Wonderland and Avalon that like kind of have a hard time staying in business, because like outside of us, like our generation, like being the ones that really, really love those arcade games, like there's not quite that many. They'd rather play Fortnite.
I think that's changing. I go to a lot of these arcades and barcades a lot, actually, and we have arcades that are just all pinball machines at some places. We have Quarter World, we have Ground Control, which both of those are open to all ages as well during the day. We have Punch Bowl Social. They have a big ass arcade up there too. We got the Wonderland in Milwaukee, the Wonderland in there's one out in Beaverton, there's one in Vancouver, there's the Wonderland Avalon over on Belmont. There's a lot of actual arcades out there nowadays. I feel like they're getting more prominent and getting mixed in with like a lot of other businesses too. But there's a lot more out there than you think nowadays. It's getting really big again.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like it's kind of hard to say, because like Portland is sort of a centerpiece when it comes to that stuff, especially with Portland's history in gaming. Like there's been a lot of stuff that's happened in Portland that has done good for the games industry. The issue is that even though there's a lot of these places, I can almost confidently say that if you look at their numbers, they're wishing there was more. And, like, obviously every business wishes there was more, but, like, if you look at, like, their day by day, I highly doubt they're getting as many people as they were when we were, like, 18.
Yeah. But I will say one of my closest friends is the manager at one of those places. And they're doing very, very all right for themselves, I'll tell you what.
Because they're a bar. That makes sense. It's a novelty. Like that totally makes sense. But if you look
Mhm.
at like the Wonderland that's out in Milwaukee, right? They almost closed down. Like the
Yeah.
pandemic almost took them the fuck out, dude. And like if it wasn't for like thankfully the community that they have around there, because I know that Wonderland is like super tight knit because all you Milwaukee fuckers know each other. All of you Milwaukee motherfuckers know each other. But I know that that community like gamins around that like downtown Milwaukee area like so tight. It was gonna be virtually impossible for them to like go under. But like we used to have more arcades and they've shut down like 12 since the pandemic started, including the
You
one
said
that was
that
in
huge
Lloyd
one.
Center.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was that big one in Lloyd Center. I never went to that one.
It was pretty fun.
Never.
It was pretty fun. The
No.
only place you could play Time Splitter 3. Goddamn. Or not Time
Goddamn.
Splitter, Time Crisis. Time Crisis 3. You know,
Goddamn.
bang, bang, bang.
Bang,
It's the only
bang.
one that have the moving gun. The moving gun is the one that you want. When you get like the
They have that
stance
at
gun.
Quarter World.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I think actually they probably sold some of their shit to other arcades, and I think that might have been part of the one that was over there.
Oh, dude, that arcade closed down way before Quarter World was ever a thing.
Was it? Okay. I wasn't sure
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
timeline of that, but either way, though, I mean, like we can talk about like modern day party games as well. I mean, like even just how obsessed we were with Knockout City when that first fucking came out. That's a party game and a fucking half, man. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
Even
Oh, God.
multiverses.
I was gonna
right?
ask, do you guys have like any party games like that you guys are like playing right now or like have been
Multiverses.
playing recently? Like, you
Multiverses
would
for
consider
sure.
Multiverses a party game?
Yeah, it's the same thing as Smash.
Yeah,
I mean, I
and
guess so.
because of that factor alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair because I guess I do consider Smash like a party game, so I'll own that.
I feel like the aspect of having multiple IPs crossing over with each other too,
That's true.
almost
Yeah.
in itself makes it a party game, because that's kind of like the essence to most party games. Like, with Nintendo, you
Bring
have
stuff
all their
together.
different IPs coming together.
That's fair point.
Um,
That's a fair point. Yeah.
PlayStation did the same
Yeah.
thing with PlayStation All Stars. It's that is a party game in itself.
What do you guys think would
That's fair.
be your favorite modern party games for yourselves?
Smash.
Mine's Fall Guys for me. Like as far as like
Smash.
modern party games.
Smash.
Ultimate.
Straight up.
Jackbox games.
Ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Straight.
Okay. Garrick, what was that?
Jackbox games.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Actually, that might take it over Smash, because for 1 year for my dad's birthday, I bought him every single Jackbox party game that was out. I bought him
Yeah,
every single
I
one,
fucking
and
love
they
that
use
shit,
it
man.
all the time,
Yep.
So I haven't played any of them, but I know
What,
what I
dude?
know what
It's
they
used
are.
at like every family gathering here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what the Jackbox collection is, but I've never played them. Mostly because I haven't really done a whole lot of multiplayer gaming up until being with you fuckfaces. So like, I mean, Reed says Jackbox stream when. I mean, like, we've had people ask us about it. I know
It'd be
Oh
fun
my
to
god,
do.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
I know Larry was pestering the fuck out of us about it. He's like, yeah, I should totally do a Jackbox thing. And Raven was talking about it too a long time back.
We should.
It would be a great splash damage community thing because like
Yeah.
you can have up to 8 people playing and people can literally just play from their phones.
Ooh, like the way that we were hoping As Dusk Falls would go.
Yes,
Yep.
legitimately. Like you just hook up to a room code and then you just watch and then you like just do the thing that way.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. But
Yeah.
can you still do it across on PC too, or is it like?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can, yeah.
it's all platforms. So what? Well, only one person has to own the game, and then we stream it to Discord, and everybody in Discord just uses their phones to play.
Yep.
Mm.
You do it that way just so because of the stream delay, obviously. But that's
Right.
essentially how
right.
it would work. Yeah, you just get 8 people together and like everybody's in the stream, and then one person. That's the nice part about it is like all 3 of us can have the game, but only one person legitimately needs to own it. Everybody else just has to be able to see the room code. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Shane's classy. Hey guys, love you guys. We love you too, Shane. We love you so much, dude.
Welcome back, Shane.
Reed says up to 10. I thought is it 8 or is it 10?
I think it might be 10.
Yeah, it depends wholly on the edition and the game.
Okay. Okay.
Because
that's fair.
not every game uses the full limit of players. There are some that are only for 4 or only for 6. It depends on the
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What do you guys think are some party games of recent that like really shine out? Like really, really shine out. One that comes to mind for me is actually Knockout City. Like I think that game, like if they would have really committed to their marketing, I think that game would have like blown the fuck up if they would have like done their marketing a little bit more like tensely, I guess you could say, is kind of like, for lack of better words, like if they would have really gone balls to wall on that, I think that game would have blown the fuck up. I know we loved it here for a real long time. Knockout City was fucking dope. But what about you guys though? Do you guys have any recent ones that you feel are like noteworthy?
I mean, I know we've already talked about it a few times tonight, but multiverses, man, there's no way you get 10 million players consistently and it not be a great,
Yeah.
party game.
Yeah, that's
So,
for sure. That's for sure. What about you, Garrett?
yeah.
What are you thinking?
Trying to think of like, I guess it'll be coming down to like what we end up classifying as like a party game.
Which is what Reed asked. So I mean, when we talk about what qualifies as a party game, right? I would go, well, actually, here, let's look at the literal definition here, right? What is a party game?
Because I have a couple that like come to mind, but they might like.
So party games are
Kinda edging
games
it.
that are played within social gathering settings to facilitate interaction and provide entertainment and recreation for the group. So any game that sort of necessitates multiple people playing it together, right? I would maybe even say 4 more. I would maybe go as far to say.
Okay, so would we accept online only versions of that social interaction? Does that still count?
It depends.
Because I know it's kind of different, because in the modern age, like we play a lot of video game party games together, like Rubber Bandits, and we played that experience online, and it was for entertainment for the group, right? Like it fits that
Fall
definition.
Guys.
Yeah, like it's an online only experience.
I would say that's included, but not
Just.
Yeah, right. So I would say
Yeah,
included.
and the
right?
couch co-op also still counts, but I was just wondering if we encountered the online stuff more specifically, because I knew the other stuff counted. So does the like we would say the online stuff counts?
Yes.
Okay, then like immediate memory, only just because I've literally like been playing the shit out of it for like the last week, and it's been a lot of fun. And everybody that I've gotten to play with me has they do the first 3 rounds. They're like, this game's bullshit, and then like a couple more, everybody's having a good fucking time, and that's fucking turbo golf racing,
Stupid car
turbo
golf.
golf racing.
Stupid car golf. God damn it.
Actually,
car golf.
I was doing good today too. Garrett
I
and
literally
were
like
playing.
damn it.
I have gotten at least 3 people, Devin, Gio, and Jake. All 3 of them started it. They were just like, I'm fucking dog shit, coming in last place. Bad game, me no likey. Like we did a couple more. Everybody's coming in 3rd and 4th place now, and they're like, all right, I get it. Like
I know, the second I got like first place, I was like, okay, I'll play this game.
Yeah.
Shane says Just Dance or Rock Band. I mean, I think that definitely counts. Yeah.
Absolutely,
you know what?
Rock Band counts. I still own a complete set of Rock Band 4.
Oh my god, you could sell that for a lot, dude.
That's
Never.
rad.
I will never.
Oh, dude, they're all still functional. Like the drum kits perfectly.
It's still boxed, bro. Like I literally can disassemble. I literally like. My wife's just like, can I get rid of the box? I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I still like. It's a hard case version of the game, dude. Like I literally like. You can't even buy it anymore.
Yeah.
You can't find it anywhere.
That's why
it is my
it's so fucking
ultimate
expensive,
like,
dude.
yo, you guys want to play Rock Band? Like that's my ultimate pull.
When I come and visit you,
Period.
we are
That's
doing
it.
that.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Jane bought
great.
200 songs.
That's a fucking lot. That's a fucking lot, dude. Dude, Guitar Hero 3 was definitely one of perfect memories too, because that shit, my friends would get so mad. I was starting to get pretty fucking good at it. Not good enough to be like not looking at it and shit like that, but like I had some friends that were getting pretty pissed, and then I stopped playing because I got my ass whooped by this kid named Joe back in high school. Could play through the fire and flames without looking at the TV. I was so fucking pissed. I was so fucking pissed.
I like hated air quotes the most about Rock Band is like everybody always asks me to sing, and I'm like, I don't want to. They're like, I don't want to do that.
I sang in my regular band. I don't want to do that in this. Like,
yeah. They're like, why don't you want to sing? They're like, you have a good voice. And they're like, bitch, I know, but I can't do the rest of this shit. That's why I want to play. Like, I want to play the fucking guitar because I can't play the fucking guitar.
It's
like,
drums for me,
sing,
baby.
God damn it.
It's a drums for me all day. Let's go. Let's go, dog.
Guitar all day. I can't.
Drums were the one instrument that I wasn't allowed to like have because like my mom would not want me to like be that loud at home. So like drums were the one instrument that I was like, fuck, I want to play that so goddamn bad, and never was able to take it up until I was like super fucking older. And so like drums all fucking day long, baby. When they introduced that in Rock Band, I was like, fuck it, I'm so here for it, dude.
Right?
Goddamn, what a fucking time to be alive, dude. Party games are fucking lit, man. I just got a memory too from Overcooked.
Shane in chat says like you can just you can just put a mic in front of you and do both. See, I did do that on occasionally. Like I actually did have a mic stand that I literally just like would every once in a while just like put a little USB in. But like I'm already a singer in a band. Like I don't want to do that in a video game. Like it just doesn't appeal the same way.
Yeah, same here. I just don't have an interest for it. Like if I'm already doing vocals in my own fucking band, I don't want to work while I'm playing video games. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound fun to me. But I had a memory about Overcooked a second ago. Overcooked's a fucking good party game too.
I've never played that game. It looks stressful.
It is stressful. it was pretty stressful. That game's ending fucking friendships because that takes some like real coordination with each other that you have to sort of like talk about. Because you go into the mission, you fuck up horribly, you screw up everything, and then you have to talk with each other like, all right, what did we do wrong, and how can we do it better this time? I played it with my sister. We had one match that was fucking terrible. Never played again.
Dude, I heard like it unintentionally like replicates the stress and bullshit of like working in a bad kitchen.
It does. It very much does. We're like me and my
ironic sort of way.
Me and my sister over here, like, okay, you gotta toss me that. No, don't drop it. Toss it to me. Put it on the table. No, not that table. And it's like this is this complete chaotic fucking mess. And then the levels continue to get harder and harder and harder until you're at the point where your kitchen is like 2 grounds like floating from like hot air balloons, and you have to jump from one to the other in order to like collect things off the other like kitchen table. Yeah. It's fucking wild, dude. It's wild, man. I'll tell you what. Shane brings a Rocket League. Can be toxic and fun at the same time. There you go.
That's very true.
I would consider Rocket League a party game,
man. It's a good time, man. Anyways, guys, please go play Multiverses.
Yep, please. And if you want to play with us, come to our Discord and hit us up.
We're playing. Okay. We'll do customs. We can do duos. Duel us.
Sure can.
We're good for it.
Until they come out with triples, and then one day we can do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that.
Yeah.
Or like all out 8-player. Like that's something that they need to fucking do.
That'd be tight.
That'd be fucking good. Yeah. It'd be chaotic, but it'll be good. Almost as good as our schedule this week, Devin. Tell them what we got going on.
Yeah. Tomorrow we are doing another episode of the Ocean Shrine Storytime, a Plague Tale Innocence, not Requiem, because Requiem is the second one.
I know. I noticed that.
That'll be at 7 p.m. Best Coast time.
Thank you.
Innocence.
Yes, Innocence. I'll be playing that.
Not.
I am.
Not.
So
Point proven.
So I will be playing this. I played the first like couple of hours of it on my own, like way back. But I'm gonna be picking this up from the top, and you guys could be experiencing the first couple of hours with me as I kind of like get myself back in the reins and prepare myself to beat that game before Requiem actually comes out. So yeah.
You'll need a Requiem because you're not innocent. Anyways, Thursday we'll be doing another Shipwreck Show live recording. That'll be right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. And this is a sub-only chat for the live recording. Y'all, you want to be a part of the show, trust me. Once you sub in our Discord, you will get access to a sub-specific channel where you can ask us questions. We do watch-alongs, hang out, and have your own chat and everything. So definitely take a look at that.
Come be a part of the family.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Exactly.
Family.
Yeah. And not be innocent with us, because none of us are innocent, really. Even Garrick. Don't believe that face. Friday, I will not be here, but the boys and company will be doing another Splash Damage. They will be playing Turbo Golf Racing, and Ernell's just going to whine and complain the whole time. It's going to be great.
Stupid car golf. God damn it.
I'll be watching from afar.
God damn
I'm really
it.
looking forward. I'm excited.
God damn it.
Yeah, Turbo Golf Racing with my friends. Woohoo!
Woo! Saturday, Ernell will not be here because he's not innocent, and we will be doing another episode of the GK podcast, and we will be reviewing Disney Plus's new original miniseries, I Am Groot, and we'll be doing that at 12 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time without Ernell. Please let us know what party games you enjoy, if there's any party games you want to play with us, or if you have any critiques on any of the games that we mentioned. Go down to our comments, let us know, hit us up in our Discord. But for now, this has been the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to our Discord where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken, ! And leaving a review there. Until next time.